Today we're going to speak about science for grade 5. Our lesson it is the static electricity. Our objectives, the first one, it is investigate the charging by friction, identify some of the effects and uses of the static electricity, and number 3, state the laws of electric charge. First, I'm going to start our lesson by a question. Have you ever felt a tingle when you are walking across a carpet and touching, for example, the door knob, or touching the car door, or touching your friend? Sometimes you feel what? You feel kind of electrical shock. You are shocked. So this one is called what? It's called a static electricity. How going to be formed the static electricity? For example, we're going to use, for example, a balloon like this one. The balloon is wrapping our hair. The hair is going to be static electricity. Will be what? Charged, electrical charged. And then also, when going to use, for example, a Van de Graaff device like this one is already electrically charged. Look for those two girls. So this one is touching the Van de Graaff ball, and this girl is going to be the same thing for this girl, also touching the Van de Graaff ball, going to be what? Electrical charging. So this one, those effects are caused by a static electricity. The static electricity, so this one from the most important phenomena that we're going to study today. So try to follow this video, and after that you can understand many things about the static electricity.
Hello, friends. Today, we'll learn about static electricity. I see you're very excited. It is the buildup of an electrical charge on the surface of any object. The charges remain in one area, then moving to any other area, so it's called static. In other words, we can say static electricity occurs when there is an imbalance of positively and negatively charged atoms. It was discovered accidentally and was investigated by the Dutch physicist Peter van Musschenbroek and independently by the German inventor Edvald Georg van Kleist in 1745. You must have experienced the effects of static electricity. Remember when you had a bad hair day? This is the effect of static electricity that has built up on your head. It happens because of the basic building blocks of all matter, called atoms. All materials are made up of atoms. Atoms contain even tinier particles known as electrons that carry a minus or negative electrical charge. Electrons orbit a positively charged nucleus. The surface of some objects, such as the balloons, steal electrons from other surfaces, and the extra electrons make them negatively charged. When electrons build up with no circuit for them to flow along, they create non-moving or static electricity. Let's understand this with a simple experiment. See this man walking on the carpet? This carpet is covered with many electrons. As he walks, he picks up the static electricity. When they shake hands, the electricity discharges through the lady, giving her a sudden shock.
You see, this it is some of sample of the static electricity. So one from the most important thing, so you need to memorize, you need to understand this, that the static electricity is caused by the smallest particle that is called atoms. The atoms actually is very small particle that makes anything, make solid, make liquid, make gas, and any other things are made by atoms. These atoms now inside is formed by an electric charges. We have three kinds. Three kinds of particles inside. There are electrons, and there are protons, and there are also neutrons. The electrons first. First, it is negatively charged. It's minus, negatively charged, as is written here. Negative charges are called electrons. The positively charged is called the proton, like in the battery that we're using in our toys and our toys. There are what? Batteries. The battery, there are two symbols and two sides, plus and minus. So those are called the electrical pole or the electrical charges pole. So as he said, the atoms, it is the most important cause that makes the static electricity. So when we have, for example, positive charge, that means proton and electron together. Those two charge, they will attract. Those two objects, they will attract. So it's called what? Like or unlike? It is called unlike charge. So unlike charge attract. Two same kind of charge, plus plus or minus minus, they will repel, go away from each other. So this one, it will repel. So it's called what? Unlike charge, repel. Unlike charge what? Repel. Let's do it again. Unlike charge, different charge, attract or repel? Attract, perfect. Two same kind of charge, plus plus, minus minus, it will repel. Perfect. Let's go now. The static electricity, the static electricity is formed by what? It's formed by electric charge. The electric charge between them can be attract or can be repel. Attract, that means two different kind of charge, one positive and one is negative. For the repel, it should be two the same kind of charge, two positive or two negative, like this one. Two positive or two negative, like charge repel. One positive and one negative, opposite charge, so that means unlike charge attract. Like this one, when we're going to rubbing balloon in our clothes, or two balloons together, so the balloon are charged by negatively charged, and we're going to paste it, we're going to make it near to the wall is already positively charged, so plus in the wall and negative in the balloon, they will attract. Excellent. The same thing for the water also. The water with the balloon, they will attract from each other. So after that, so one from the most important phenomena that's caused by static electricity is the lightning. During a heavy rain, during thunderstorm, when the sky is going to be black clouds, this is caused by what? Caused by static electricity. The clouds going to be rubbing between each other. The clouds will rub between each other here. They will rub between each other, going to be electrically charged, negative charge. So going to be here negative, minus in the clouds. But minus with all the ground things, building, trees, pylon, anything here are positively charged. So negative plus positive charge, they will attract between each other. The concentration of the positive charge is large enough. The attraction between the positive and negative become very stronger between the roof and the cloud. Like exactly like this picture, the clouds are negatively charged and the earth, it is positively charged. Here there are formation of very huge lightning. After that, so during the thunderstorm or the lightning, so how we can survive, how we can protect ourselves. So the first instruction we're going to list it. It is don't use any other kind of building or don't walk outside. So you need to take a shelter or in a building or on closed vehicle. Enter inside the shelter because there are lightning can be formed. Also, the second one, you're not allowed to use the cell phone and anything that's working by connection. So the cell phone, the telephone, the umbrella during the thunderstorm, try to avoid it. Next one is number 3. Avoid the tall pylon, the solitary trees, and any other isolated objects in open area. For example, the trees, the pylons, and anything. During the lightning, during the thunderstorm, try to use the last instruction. It is what? It is the lie flat in the ground. It's like this. It's better to protect yourself. So the static electricity now, even now we are using in our technology. Even now we are using in our devices. For example, the photocopier. The photocopier uses the static electricity. The difference between electric charge, positive and negative charge. Excellent, my best students. So in a photocopier, the drum is giving an electrostatic charge. There are drum there. There are electrostatic charge, negative and positive charge. The bright light is discharged. So there are bright light is formed inside the photocopier, one of the part of the drum that are white in the paper. Okay, and after that, the black ink powder is already powder. Should be what? Should be charged is attracted into the remaining charge to form an image. So the ink is attracted by what? By the light toward the white paper. The heat after that fixed the ink in the place of the sheet of the paper and is rolled by what? By the drum surface. And after that, our paper, our copy, is going to move outside, and after that you can get it. So how we can practice our knowledge now, what you have learned from this video. Some materials may be giving a charge. So this charge is called what? It's called, yes, tell me. Think about it. Yes. Perfect. So already here that you can help yourself is followed by two words. Yes, perfect. It is what is the static electricity, number one. Also, the static electricity is caused by friction. There are two types of charge. Yes, perfect. It is positive charge and negative charge. The law of electric charge are that like charge, that means two same kind of charge, plus plus or minus minus. Plus plus or minus minus, they will attract or they will repel. Yes, perfect. Plus plus or minus minus, they will repel, and unlike charge, they will attract. Thank you. Thank you so much for your attention, and thank you so much for watching, and take care for yourself. Thank you so much, and see you next lesson.